Welcome back, everyone. Now, as we enter the new year, you might be wanting to put more focus on your wellness. We were just talking about that. There is no mental health without physical health. So we want to introduce you to a father and son duo right from Connecticut. They have co-founded something called the Feel Good Lab.
Yeah, their goal is to help people fight pain in a natural way. So here with us now is CEO Ryan Gresh and his father, Chief Pharmacist Gene Gresh. So nice to see you.
Yeah.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you. So you're from Ellington, I want to guess?
Yeah, Ellington, Connecticut.
And you started this amazing company, and you didn't go dragging and screaming into the pharmacy business. You tell us a little bit about both your backgrounds.
So the funny story is my grandfather was a pharmacist right in Vernon, Connecticut. My dad, most of my aunts and uncles, my brother Mike, I went the opposite direction. I was an aerospace engineer for about a decade, and what happened was I was at home at dinner one night, and my dad was telling a story about a formula he developed. He's been treating chronic pain for decades in the pharmacy.
Okay.
And there was a patient that called back in tears because this plant-based formula was the first thing that ever worked.
Wow.
I said, Dad, are you kidding me? I
That's
mean, we're
amazing.
in Vernon, Connecticut.
Yeah.
How do we bring this out to the world?
Well, and I know a lot of the really great functional doctors that you run a very well-known compounding pharmacy right in Vernon, right? Some
Yes.
people might have been there.
Yes.
Yeah, I've been there to
we're very
get
proud
stuff
of
for
that.
my animals, actually. Sometimes vets send us there. So you have a traditional background in pharmacy, but then you went on and became actually a functional medical practitioner.
Right.
And so you put everything together. How can nature help us heal? Because people started asking you, like, what over-the-counter meds do you recommend? And you weren't comfortable being like, take Advil every day or take a leave. You decided, no, there's something better.
Well, you know, nature presents itself as a pharmacy. And if we look historically at drugs, most of them were developed based on products in nature.
Yeah.
And so after I, got my education in conventional pharmacy, I was able to use the internet, which we didn't have when I was in school.
Yeah, exactly.
Now to do research and to find natural substances that actually do what we want them to do. And they tend to be a lot softer than the prescription drugs, and yet they actually have many of the mechanisms that we want to occur, especially treating pain.
Give us an example. I got a headache.
What do we do?
So, well, one of my favorites is magnesium is right in here, a topical magnesium, but turmeric, which is a great natural anti-inflammatory. We have over 30 natural ingredients that all have different mechanisms, because what I was taught about pain and what I learned afterwards were different.
Okay.
We were taught pain is pain and you treat it with, these based on severity.
Right.
But there's all different types of pain. And the different types of pain have different mechanisms in the body. So using the different ingredients, we're covering many different mechanisms. And so that's where this was born, is looking at nature and saying, what can we get to go through the skin to the site we want it to work?
Yeah, so Ryan, we can get these products nationally. You've even been on QVC and places like that, but you guys are right here in Connecticut. So let's say this is a natural pain cream that it says we apply to clean skin. Like, what would we use this for?
Yeah, so it's registered with the FDA to treat arthritis pain, back pain, muscle and joint pain. So this is our flagship product. This is really what the brand was created around. But then we looked at what they were doing in the pharmacy and realized we came up with a tagline, fight pain with wellness. If we can improve your overall wellness through other supplements and reduce the inflammatory burden. Inflammation is good, it's a natural response, but out of control inflammation is bad. So we looked at a line of supplements, and one of our favorite products is our food inflammation test. It's an at-home finger prick that mails into the lab and identifies what foods in your personal diet could be causing some of that excess inflammation.
Price points compared to over-the-counter medications, do they vary? Is this more expensive? Is it less expensive? How does that work?
It's pretty comparable.
Okay.
It's $18 for our 1.7 ounce
Oh,
and
that's pretty good.
$28
Okay,
for our
so very
3.4 ounce.
comparative.
This can last up to 2 months supply.
Yeah, so we've got the Sport Recovery Lotion, so many things here. And for more information, I know people can check out your products, but if they want to get this, what's the easiest way to get them?
I mean, the fastest way is thefeelgoodlab.com.
Okay.
But you can go, a lot of people love coming into the pharmacy, right, in Vernon, Connecticut. Pioneer Health Compounding Pharmacy.
And Pioneer Health Compounding Pharmacy, and where exactly is it?
It's right in Vernon at 520 Hartford Turnpike.
Perfect.
Okay. Thank you guys so much for being on the show.
Thank
you for having us.
So appreciate it.
Yeah, you can go ask questions if you go to the pharmacy.
Now,
Meet your guys.
Kara often calls me a pain. Do you have anything for that?
We're working on that.
Okay, very good. We'll check back with you in a month.